Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Multi-Dimensional Monday. I'm here to give messages of love from the Esther Group. They have described themselves as a fifth dimensional Pleiadian consciousness, a group consciousness. And they have asked me to deliver these messages, usually inspirational messages of love. So I'm going to take my glasses off and go into channel and see what the Esther Group has to say for us today. I want to thank all of my subscribers and those listening. If you have not subscribed yet, please push the button and subscribe. I really appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to go into channel now. Just give me a moment, and thank you. Hello, loved ones. This is the Esther Group. We thank you for joining our transmission today. We know many of you have questions about your lives, about how you can make it better. We know and we hear what you say. We communicate with telepathy, and we can also hear your thoughts. We are very close to your 3D reality, and we do check in, and we do pay attention. We are interested in your path and making it better. So as we communicate with you today, we want you to feel a transmission of love and clarity in your life, however that appears to you. For all of you are different. All of you are unique and equally important to the earth plane. Equally important to the earth plane. And we would like to stress this. You do not have to have the kind of life that is put forth in your media to be important in this world. For if you have shown up here during this time of the shift, you were needed. Your frequency was needed. Your perspective was needed. Your experience and what you learned here is helpful to all of the human collective, for you are all connected. All the information that you learn goes into the human collective and affects everyone else. So as you move forward, you are also affected by others' experiences and learnings. And as they awaken and they are able to process what they have been through, when they are able to let go of some of the baggage or trauma that they have experienced, that makes a pathway for the human collective. You might say it lights the way and makes it easier for those experiencing similar things to come up behind them. It makes it easier for them to let it go. So as you experience challenges in your life, and you are the only one that can really do the process of dropping the baggage, of looking it over and perhaps trying to see a more positive perspective on your challenges. As you look at yourself and let go of the negative conversations you may have regarding your own being, whether it is the way you look or other decisions that you have made in your life that maybe at this point you say you weren't too proud of. We'll put it that way. We say, try another perspective on that. Try the perspective of maybe a decision you made when you were very young, looking at it as an adult. What were the extenuating circumstances happening around you? What were the influences in your life, perhaps from parents or friends, or even in the workplace, that could have made you feel a certain way and led you to certain conclusions that influenced your decision? And we're not saying that you should not be responsible for your decisions. But when you are honest and really look at the trajectory of your life and what has happened, maybe we see many humans being very hard on themselves because you are all influenced by the energies in your field. When you are in an unconscious state, that means you are unaware that there are energies in your field, that you are unaware of influences that people can have on you. These effects can be positive and they can be negative. Everyone knows when they're in a positive flow state, when they are on a team, say, that's really winning, and that coach is so encouraging and positive, makes you feel good about yourself. And then when you're in a negative state, say that team is losing and you're getting blasted, and you know how that makes you feel. Well, those are obvious energies coming at you. What we often miss as humans, what we see you often missing as humans, is the subtle ones, the comments, the roll of the eyes, the maybe disrespect from a teacher or a friend or a loved one that in that moment really made you doubt yourself. And those things can really build up in your field. They are not the kind of thing that will always hit you over the head and be in your face and say, this is good or bad. They are just things that creep in your subconscious and can really put forth a flavor to your life, a trajectory. And we just ask that you look at those moments in your life that were difficult and see if maybe there weren't some subtle influences there. Maybe some things that you allowed to creep in that you just didn't realize. Being unconscious in an unconscious state is being the type of person that just allows things to happen to them. They have that feeling that things are just happening out of their control. And so your decisions are made the best you can in that moment. Your decisions are made the best you can in that moment. And in that moment, your frequency may be at a very low level. It may be a way that you feel about yourself in the negative form, in the low opinion of yourself form. And so when you make a decision in that frequency, it may not turn out too well for you. You can see that now when you look back. So we say, be aware when you're making decisions. How are you feeling in that moment about yourself? What's going on around you? This will help you to navigate this energy a little bit better. It will help you to let go of maybe past energies that have been in your field or following you throughout your life. And in those really difficult moments, maybe you repeat a pattern of unconscious decisions that don't seem to be in your favor. And you feel like it's out of control or it's happening to you all the time, or why does this keep coming up? This is a learning tool in the human collective, things that repeat until you take a slow look at it with a calm mind and you really consider what you're doing in that moment and how you feel about it. And if that means you have to set it on the back burner and come to it again when you're feeling a little better, the old saying, sleep on it, come back to it the next day. Well, there's a reason for that, because sometimes we view things in the moment in a very negative light, and we are unaware of the influences that are around. So as you go forward, we would like to see you slowing down a bit. And when those decisions come up, you do the best you can and allow yourself to love yourself, for you are doing the best you can moment by moment. And this is how the human collective learns. Your place is valuable here, or you would not be here. We want you to remember that. You are a valuable part of the human collective. Everything you have experienced has been important learning and has helped the human collective, even if you don't know why. And we want to thank each and every one of you for your role in the evolution of humans. We love you. We see you. We bid you namaste. Thank you for listening to my message today. I really appreciate